What is up, guys? I'm Mike.
And I'm Luke.
And today we're going over the yellow cards from OP11, Fist of Divine Speed. We're going each and every one of these yellow cards, letting you know what they do and what we think of them. Starting out with Otohime.
Otohime.
1 cost, 0 power, 2k, counter princess. Queen, actually, queen. What am I saying? If your leader is Shirley, you can turn the top card of your life face down, draw a card.
Another dead One Piece mom.
Oof, Merfolk Fishman. If you guys had seen the content earlier, or you're watching all this early because members get access to all our videos up to 2 weeks early, as well as having extra perks like emotes and other stuff we give you guys when we can. Thank you for supporting us, by the way. Then you have already seen the green guide, and in the green guide was, of course, the Shirley leader. This one's really important for this one. It definitely stretches across green and yellow, so let's go over it one more time. The new Shirley leader is a 5-life, 5,000 power character that's green-yellow. It can't attack, but it can activate main once per turn, Rest of Dawn, flip the top card of its life face up, and then play a character with Sea King or the name Megalo with a cost less than the total Dawn on your board. And the cool thing is this Otohime is like a recharger. Like usually we have like a lot of these life flips like Pudding, where we're like, we'll just take the life so we can reuse it. The Otohime says, no, we'll just turn it face down so your life total doesn't change and you draw a card.
Very cool. I really like it. It is locked to Shirley though, so makes sense.
Is a 2, plays like a 3. I give it a 2 because it's still a Fishman and a Merfolk, so I can see it getting played in other decks as a searchable 2K.
Right, that makes sense to me. I think it's also, yeah, it definitely feels like a 2 in every other deck. I think it's a 2.5 in Shirley, but 2 for sure. But a 2 on what scale?
Of course, the power scale, which is how we rank and rate every card we review in this game. It's a scale that goes from 1 to 5, 1 being absolute garbage. Why would you print it? Paper is money. The trees are dying. Why would you print this card? 3 is the average card you play in your competitive decks, and you're very happy to play them. They do good things to keep the wheels spinning, but they're not necessarily what's going to push you over the top. And 5, of course, is the cream of the crop, the best of the best. Cards that can get straight up banned with their power level. We're talking Gecko Moria, 10-drop Mom. Cards that warp the way you play the game and build your decks and force your opponents to build their decks and play in other ways as well. So cards like Blackbeard Leader, Goldie Roger are also up here. The best of the best. Or the worst of the worst, depending on how you quantify it.
Yeah.
Next up, speaking of the worst, it's the worst generations. Capone Bege.
Not worst generation to. Oh, he is. Never mind.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I didn't see worst generation. I saw
literally worst generation, brother. 2
Continue.
Cost 1,000 power, 1k counter blocker. Supernova Fire Tank Pirates. Once per turn of a character with Supernova type other than Bege leaves the field due to a card effect, you can add it to your life face down instead. Holy shit.
This is really good, and this is good.
They gave Rosinante to yellow.
That's really good.
Block. You know where else is good? Green Yellow Law.
Green Yellow Law is really good.
Because you can cheat it back out from life.
That's not bad.
And also, I love this altar. It's so good.
Yeah, this altar's great.
My only complaint, I wish they went hard with the shatter and made like 2/3 of this card just the shattered glass from like one, right? That would have been sick. That
would be sick.
But yeah, this card is such an insulator, and it's an on-curve chump blocker as well. So you can just play it and trade it, or you can play it and forget about it, you know?
Yeah, forget about it. This is cool. I like it. I think this is a 3, man.
Also, notably, it's once per turn, just blanket. So if your opponent triggers a kill spell or has like a Rue in like Shanks, it stops it, and then it still works on the opponent's turn.
Is this removal by effects, or is this KO?
Leaves the field due to an opponent's effect. So
my God, it's so good.
It's so good. I think this is a 3.5, maybe a 4. I think a 3.5 just because it's just Supernova.
I was gonna say I'm giving it a 3 because it's just Supernova, but I think it's a 3.5.
Yeah, this card is. Oh man, I needed so many copies of this.
This is a good card.
Then we got Camie, a 1/1 with 2k counter. Merfolk Fisherman Island. Your turn once per turn. When your opponent activates an event or trigger, you can activate this. If your opponent has 2 or more life cards, both players places the top card of their life in the trash.
Huh.
This is very familiar to the Sky Island dude, who has a once per turn during your turn if events played. I think it's like draw 2 trash 1.
Yeah.
Draw 2 trash 1.
It's not Braham, it's the other guy.
It's the dude with the boat. He's not like he's not a Sky Islander. He's a Sky Islander, but he's not Shandoran.
Yeah. He's not Shandoran. Yeah. I don't remember. But yeah, I do remember the card effect. I don't know. This feels pretty cool, actually. This feels like a pretty impactful 2K in a way that 2Ks haven't interacted before. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, Giant is real.
Yeah. 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, this card can realistically take your opponent all the way down to 1 life. That's like kind of good.
That's kind of good.
And the investment is a card and paying 1.
Yeah. And then you bring them the 1 HP, you bring them the 1 life, and then you play Hody Jones. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not type locked. I mean, you don't have to play this.
It's not type locked. You can put this in Yamato.
You can put this in NL when you're not doing anything early turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a 3.5.
I'm giving it a 3. Hold on, I'm giving it 3.5. Yeah, hold on. This is crazy.
This is gas. Give us an alt art. What is for Shirley is the Shakura, because this is a Sea King, so we can cheat in the play. It's a 5/7 no counter. Activate main. If your leader is Shirley, you may rest this character and turn the top card of your life face down. Oh, cool. Turn it face down. KO a character 3 or less your opponent controls. Not bad.
Okay, remember how we were like, there's not enough cards that put your life face back down, right? It's funny that they're giving those to us now, but it's all Shirahoshi support.
All Shirahoshi support, brother.
It's annoying, but kind of cool. Yeah.
It's a solid 2.5, 3. 2.5.
Yeah. It gets played out, right? It gets cheated out by
Shirahoshi. Yeah,
Shirahoshi
it gets cheated out. Yeah, Sea King.
That's cool. Yeah, I think it's
top 3. Top 3, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, top 3.
Wow.
3/4, 1K counter, blocker on play. You may flip the top card of your life face down. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Fishman Island type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the top or bottom of your deck in any order. Madam Shirley, Merfolk, Fishman Island.
Yep, that's cool. Place
Yeah.
the rest of the top of the bottom. Yeah,
it
okay,
resets Shirahoshi and it replaces itself and it blocks.
That's cool.
This is like a 2.5 that
like
plays
a
like a plays like a 3 point, like plays like a 4 almost. Look at all these, so much value.
That's a lot. That is a lot. Fishmen have like the best blockers in yellow. I don't know what to say. I'm still distracted by the light underneath the
yeah. I mean,
that's crazy.
Yep.
I've been looking at that the whole time and not the effect.
Yeah.
I think it's a 3. I think it's a 3.
Listen, I'm not a furry, but I am a Charlotte.
I don't know if that's furry, dude. I don't know if that's
That's what I was getting at.
Yep.
Charlotte Chiffon. A 5/6, 2K counter vanilla. Fire Take Pirates, former Big Mom Pirates. Finally got his wife. So wondering where she was. She wasn't in blue. She's in yellow.
Yep.
I do think it's weird though that they made. Let me go back to blue real quick, and we can pull this up on the screen as well. They made the Charlotte Lola, which is from like the cover where she comes back to see her sister again and everyone. But they didn't complete the art. They just made it. They made a different art for Chiffon.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's supposed to be the 2 halves of that, but instead it's just incomplete.
That's something. It feels like a missed opportunity, for sure. 2.5. You know what? Fire Tank Pirates forward.
Does the Big Mom Pirates have the bracketed stuff like Whitebeard, or is it like does former work? Because if former works,
I don't know. If
I think this is a 3, and if it doesn't work, it's a 2.5.
Quickly go back to Charlotte Pudding Searcher in the same set.
Yee! Yeah, I haven't played enough yellow to know. I think this works.
This is the brackets. Yeah, it works.
Yep, we like it.
All right.
Cool. 3.
It works at least in the set. So.
I mean, okay, let's go to OP03 Charlotte Pudding.
Yeah, just look at it. Yeah.
And it is loading.
Works. It works. Oh,
yeah, it works.
We're clean. All
yeah,
right, fine.
I love this.
Yeah.
Bingo bongo. 3.
Yeah, 3.
It's the Zeus y'all creamed your pants for and bought 4 play mats for.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 for 2.
That's definitely why we bought that.
Big Mom Pirates on play. You can add 1 card from top or bottom of your life to your hand. KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters. Costs 5 or less. And it has the sick Nami alt art that will be expensive because Nami's on it.
Yep. Yep.
That dude, you sounded like Zeus there for the English dub. I swear to God.
Yeah. Well, that's probably what he sounds like for sure. I mean, no matter what. So yeah.
Anyway, good on curve removal, good cheap removal late game. We just gotta throw it down, get something off the board. 2K counter, Big Mom Pirates and homies. Can get played in like the stage combo deck we played during one of our deck submission nights from viewers.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. 2.5 for sure.
Yeah, I think this is a 3. It can remove a 5 cost. I mean, I think it's pretty damn
Very
good.
relevant. You know what? Yeah, I think that's better than most 2Ks. So
Yeah, and it's a great archetype too. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Sean Mage.
Sean Mage.
Oh, Chamage. Maybe Mage. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
5/6 1K counter. Sea King, so it can be cheated out with Shirley. Blocker. Activating once per turn if your leader is Shirley. You can flip the top card. Okay, so all the yellow Sea Kings flip the top card face down.
That's cool. Yeah, they reset them. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of this turn, set this character as active. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's just they're all leader locked, so I still got to give this like a 2.5, but it's gonna play like a 3.5.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 2.5.
Dude, they printed this Neptune, and I don't know. I know you are a little familiar with Magic, but it looks like, and I'll make sure we get a copy to pull up here as well. It looks like this art for a card called Lord of Atlantis, which is a very pivotal card in Merfolk. It looks like this reprint promo art of Lord of Atlantis to me. Like, it's super close in terms of like framing and stuff. Like, he's not doing the same pose, but it's got like the same like art style and
yeah. Makes
anyway,
sense to me.
aura.
I can see
he's
it.
got the same aura.
Yeah, it's really funny just considering like like this character in general. Sick.
Yeah.
What does he do?
5/7 Merfolk Fishman Island. On play, if your leader is Shirley, you may turn top of your life cards face down. Draw 2 cards, discard 1 card. You can't cheat him out, so a little less exciting, honestly.
This is Shirley, but on a guy.
Yeah.
Who can attack.
Well, Shirley, isn't it draw 3, discard 2?
Draw 3, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little
but it
bit
can
better.
attack, so...
Yeah. It's just, I like the parallels. So.
I think I'd rather just be playing cards that are getting cheated out, honestly, and then play just generically big, good yellow stuff, right?
Yeah, we can't cheat out with this guy. I don't know. Maybe it's good. I mean, like, you drawing 2 and being able to filter 1, right? It's still good.
Yeah. I'm giving it a 2.5 that plays like a 2.5.
I'm going to give it a 2.5 that plays like a 3 because you still at least get to recharge your life.
Yeah, that's fair. Papa... Oh. Is this... What? Is this...
Pappagoo.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least in English stuff, it's Pappagoo. 1/0, 1K counter. He's a princess, of course. Animals, Fishman Island. On play, if you have Camie, draw 2 and discard 2.
Okay.
I mean, there's the green searcher. Hold on. So it's an extender if you need to filter, because you have the... I was like, we're not always going to play the yellow one, but there's the green searcher king.
Which you'll probably play in Shirley, maybe. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a 2 filler card, you know, but it'll be a good filler card.
It'll be as in terms of search extenders go, this is pretty good.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too.
Fukaboshi, 3/5, Merfolk Fishman Island. If this character is KO'd, you can instead rest one of your Fishman Island or your leader, Shirley. So we will be getting a Fishman Island card coming up. On play, you can add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. So now we are moving the life. KO up to one of your opponent's characters cost 1 or less. I like the first part.
I like that it's a 3/5.
Wait, it's literally just Kairos. The whole card is Kairos.
Yeah.
Except for you take life instead of milling, which is arguably worse. And you're not in black.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I ever do the second. I don't know. Maybe I do. Depends on if they have like real.
Hey, when you gotta kill a beige, you gotta kill a beige, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, beige. If you gotta kill a Bonnie Searcher, if you gotta kill a Lafette, like those are pretty good, right? I don't know. I like it. I like that it's a 3/5. I like that it's a 3/5 for some reason.
Yeah, it's early.
And that it has like protection, and also the card art is cool.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we have too much crazy stuff to cheat in before dawn. So I like having an aggressive piece that will stick on the board.
Yeah. This feels like it functions a little bit like how Lilith does in Vegapunk. I don't know if that's comparable, but like having
I get what you're saying
out there. Yeah.
Or even it's like a 2.5 that plays like a 3.
Yeah, this is your leader swing, right? On like character. So
yes, 100%.
I think it's a 2.5 though. So
cool. Mamboshi, one of the brothers.
Mamboshi. Yep.
6/7 2K counter, vanilla 2K counter, Merfolk Fishman Island. 2.5 because the card type is not relevant, but hey, this deck's happy for it.
It makes me uncomfortable that his skin tone continues that low.
Well, are you sure it's, I mean, well.
It feels like his
yeah.
skin tone. And then he gets scales and it's like radiating, but like, it makes me uncomfortable.
Why? What do you think's down there?
But that's what I'm asking. I don't know what's down there. Oh well.
We've been asking the question, where is Megalo? Here's Megalo.
Where's Megalo?
3/2, 1k counter, blocker. Opponent's turn. If your leader is Shirley, this character gets 4,000 power.
It's a 3/6 blocker.
That you can play or cheat out on turn 2. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's really
It's like
good.
Chopper. It's like Chopper blocker.
Yeah, but the Chopper only needs 1 Dawn to attack.
Yeah.
Actually, you need
and
0
also-
Dawn. Or no, sorry, the leader buffs on the opponent's turn. But
Yeah. I mean, and also the Chopper is a 4k power, right? So it's harder to remove a little bit power-wise.
Yeah, but your leader's, it's being removed on your opponent's turn, so it'll be 6/9.
That's true, right? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, like Lucky Roo is
Yeah.
like the quantifier there.
The
shit-eating grid is also what's getting me.
It's very funny. 2.
2 that plays like a 3.5.
That plays like a 3.5, yeah.
Yeah. Ryuboshi, man, they really just did not care about the other brothers. They're like, no, we can't be bothered.
I mean, it kind of feels like the anime, right?
Yeah, that's fair. 5/7, 1k counter, Merfolk Fisherman Island.
Yeah, 2. 1.5.
I'll give it a 1.
Because it's not relevant.
Next up, another one of our event mangas here. Gum Gum Red Hawk, now on a yellow card. It's a 1 cost dual modal event. And then, of course, you got this sick manga. I think this is way better than the second gear one, I'll be real.
I think it's better than the other one, yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yep.
Mode number 1. You may rest 3 Dawn, so you're costing 4 instead of 1.
Yep.
If both players' total life is 5 or more, KO a 5 cost or less a character with original cost 5 or less your opponent controls.
Nice. Okay.
So out cost buffing.
Yep.
And then counter for the 1, 3k power.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what those targets are for that first half, green, purple, Luffy.
All
if
of
they all of them. Every card in that deck.
Except for the Luffy.
Yeah, 100%. But like, you know, the card that matters, Sanji Pudding, right? If they marry go buff it, then it doesn't matter. You can just do this instead. It's just nice and relevant. That's cool.
It's good.
I like it. I think this is a 3.5 to 4.
Yeah, I'm down with the 3.5. I think it's hard there. You know, it can't. The original cost means it will only ever be as good as it is, right? You can't even like combo it. So for me, I think it's just a hard 3.5.
Yeah. It's funny that like the targeted threshold for a lot of like events and trigger removal for yellow is like 5, because it kind of it makes a lot of sense, because yellow is like the control want to go to 10, want to play things big at 10 deck. So
yeah, it's just interesting because the total life has to be 5 or more, which means like it does die out late game.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
But at least in the late game it's still a counter. So
yeah, at least it's still a 1 for 3, which is good. Still a guard point.
do you play this now?
I wonder.
I feel like you might.
I feel like you might. I mean, like, Damn Punk is just better because it has a trigger, right? You in an L, you're kind of looking for like trigger stuff so that you could have things to pitch away for Nami, right? So
Gotcha.
yeah, could work.
Then we got You're Not My Type, a card that Lucas got played on him many a times. A 1 cost counter event. This is if your leader is Shirley. So Luke, I'm trying to do the card. Please calm down. If your leader is Shirley, up to 1 of your leaders or characters gets 4,000 power during this battle. Trigger K up to 1 of your opponent's 2 cost or lower characters. Now you can talk.
Yeah, now I can talk. Okay, cool. Why am I getting hidden strays on this? Anyway, it's fine.
You're on
like
the card. What do you mean? Look, you're right up here on the center.
Oh my god, I'm Vanderdecking! Okay. Well,
Nah, Drake's Vanderdecking. We all know that.
I was about to say. If your leader is Shirley, yeah, okay. So the Shirley locked. And it's
just
a
rad beam at all, but it's all time. It's not conditional rad beam. It is just all rad beam right now.
Yeah, it's cool. K up to 1 of your opponent's cost 2 or less characters. This is middling trigger.
2 that plays like a 3.5.
Yeah.
It's really great here. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Merman Combat Ultramarine. I feel like this is not what the final name's gonna be. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
6
maybe
cost.
it's just Ultramarine.
Main event, Merfolk, Fishman Island. Add up to 1 character would cost 6 or less. Face up to the top or bottom of the owner's life. Trigger.
Okay.
Do the same thing for a 4 cost or less.
Cool. Katakuri in a bottle. Ish.
Yeah. I mean,
know.
this is
I don't know.
generic, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. But for 6, it's steep. 6 to remove a 6?
I once again am asking, does NL play this?
I don't think so, man.
Okay.
6 for a 6, dude?
But it gets around like protection. Because it just moves. The only thing that stops it is Bege. And yeah. But I guess Bege doesn't really stop it because Bege would just do the same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Wait, this is a fun combo. If you have the space to play this is fun. You can play 3 cost Bege out. The prevent an opponent from attacking Bege, right? And then you could play like the old Bege, the Christian Bege.
Yeah. The killer one, the trigger one.
Yeah. And then for 6, you could snap it back to the bottom of your life. That's cool.
Oh,
like that's kind of funny. It's not that good, but it's kind of funny, right? Like it's
just flexible. I think it's a 3. I think it's a 3. Yeah. I think the floor might be a little low, but the ceiling is incredibly high.
I just think about Red Rock and how you guys get to do that.
Okay, but Yellow doesn't have Red Rock and you don't have Kingdom Come, okay?
That's
so
what I'm saying.
You gotta pick a lane right now.
No, well, that's what I'm saying is that we still don't get a relevant removal.
Listen, it has trigger. You can cycle it to Nami.
Sure, fine. 2.5 to 3.
And finally, the long-awaited Fishman Island.
Fishman Island.
2 cost stage. Activate main once per turn. If your leader is Shirahoshi, you can turn the top card of your life face up. Okay. Up to 1 of your characters with a type Sea King, Fishman, or Merfolk gets 1,000 power during this turn. What?
Oh, cool.
Is it?
I guess.
You have to have something to turn it face back down, though, if you're going to also use Shirahoshi leader ability. Because this one's turning it face up.
Correct, yes, yeah.
But that means if you don't have something to turn it face down, you can't activate this and activate your Shirahoshi leader.
Wait, no, wait, hold on.
So if your leader is Shirahoshi, you can turn the top card of your life face up.
Correct.
And then give something 1,000 that's a character that fits the type.
Right. And then Shirahoshi says, you may rest one of your Dawn cards and flip the top card of your life face up. Yes. So if you don't have a card on the field or to play this turn that flips it face down, you can't use both these cards. You would think that it would flip it face down. So I think here's how it goes, right? You play. I mean, it's like Vegapunk. The way that you play out your characters, right? And how you activate your leader effect. You play this out early, you activate it later, you play something for like 5. Let's say you play like a Sea King at like its vanilla value without the Shirahoshi cheat. And then after you flip that life back down, you can then cheat out another Fishman, right? To flip it back up. So it's like you can play 2. Make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it works that way. It just, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the ability is that good for what could be a Nambo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, listen, it gives protection to your dude, to your Fukaboshi. So, I don't know. I expect something a little bit better for a stage that supports a non-attacking leader, like Rebecca did.
I'm so used to being disappointed by stages, so I'm fine. I don't know. I don't know if you play. I don't know if you have the room to just like.
Well, if you play Fukaboshi, I think you
1,000.
do. I think you play like 1 or 2 copies if you play Fukaboshi.
Yeah, but Fukaboshi, because Fukaboshi takes. It's okay. It's like okay.
It's like a 1.5.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like you don't even play it for itself. You play it for the Fukaboshi.
Yeah, but then that Fukaboshi's a 3/6, and it's crazy.
Yeah. And that is the end of our yellow review. If you haven't seen our other colors, reviewing all the cards from OP11, make sure to check those out. We also have starter deck guide reviews for the starter decks that are coming out at the same time. There's so much going on right now. If you're not subscribed, you better be, because we got content. We got content for y'all.
Oh, yeah.
And until we see you guys next time, make sure to enjoy some more One Piece.
Bye.